Sir, we are here solo. I don't know what happened. I'm doing this on my own, so I might have to stop and upload this on two parts. On the account of supposed to have my counterpart here, and I have no idea what happened. Probably poor communication on his and my part. Posted earlier today. We're going live at 7, and you can listen to this later wherever you get your podcasts. But I'll kick it off. Go Birds! Cookie Angelina, as always, comments may be delayed. Hope to give you guys some feedback. If you have any questions on last week's game against the San Francisco 49ers or Super Bowl updates, I'll try to touch on everything. Go Birds, Brian! Let's go! One more. And not sure if we'll do this every week during the other sports seasons. Grease the poles, Lisa, Brian, Bird Gang, Steve, what's up? What a game it was last week. I love all of the people saying that the Eagles' schedule was easy and the opponents were easy. James, everybody said that everything was so easy. I don't think it would have made a difference who was starting on quarterback. We were destined to win that game. I just posted the video of Jonathan Gannon saying we were going to gut these guys. It was crazy. Not only did the defense shut them down and knock Brock Purdy out of the game, heading into that game, rookie quarterbacks were 0-4 heading into the 0-4 in NFC Championship games. Now 0-5. Barely even got to play, but really came down to the offense, man. Everyone talks about this vaunted Niners defense and guys like Nick Bosa Nick Bosa, 0 sacks in the game with Lane Johnson that had a torn abductor, I think. Who started the fight in the game? I know Kayvon Wallace got thrown to the ground by Trent Williams. I don't know if that was the start, but that was where the benches kind of started to clear. It's weird because Kayvon's not really a player. Kind of lost his third safety, backup safety spot to Reed Blankenship, and that was strange. But yeah, they stood no chance on Sunday. The Niners are a good team, but not a great team. They've been good every year, but not great. Eagles roster from top to bottom, hands down the best in the NFL. Against probably a lesser roster in the Chiefs, but the best quarterback in the NFL, the most important position. Super Bowl, should I go? Do you guys know anybody with the hookup? Because they didn't even let us lay our head down on the pillow, and they sent us an email. Your ticket account was not selected for the Super Bowl. I think my wife is, if by some miracle somebody invited me, I would go, or if I could find a way to fly there, I could definitely get myself there. Reason I say this is I don't think my family can really swing it. My wife is pregnant with our son, and we're naming him Nick. And really, we just like the name Nicholas, but it's just great with everything Nick Sirianni's doing this year. And obviously, we know BDN got it done a few years ago, so hopefully we can get it done again today. One more. If any year with my work being hybrid and remote, and my if there was any year to go, I could definitely go this year. Actually, before my firstborn is here. Let's go. Who's the best? I wish I was picked. Yeah, they're using Kenny Gainwell a lot. He has been awesome. And Jalen Hurts said when the phone rings, these guys are coming out of nowhere and they're answering, and that's what it's all about in Philly. No way Pat moves the ball like they did on our secondary. Hassan will be all over him. Yeah, Pat's got the high ankle sprain, and their O-line is not that great. Our D-line is better than their O-line. Our O-line is better than the Chiefs' D-line. So the game is won and lost in the trenches. Hassan Reddick will be the Super Bowl MVP. Sanders doesn't hit the hole. He kind of bounces outside too much. They're loving themselves. Kenny Gainwell. Nick Sirianni compared him to Danny Woodhead, how they used him in the San Diego Chargers, and kind of like Nyheim Hines. So high praise for him. Yeah, I think that high ankle sprains, they really have no weapons. I don't know who Pat Mahomes was throwing to besides Travis Kelce, but our safeties are great. We can double up Travis. I don't know who else they really have. Isaiah Pacheco, local guy. Vineland, nice story. But the Eagles are just way deeper than the Chiefs, period. It would be a real letdown if we don't get it done, because this is probably one of the best, not just Eagles team, one of the best Philly any sport team of any year we've ever had. Our secondary is great. He's not mobile. They've only been scoring the Steve Sags, my boy Steve Sags is saying, Lane, no sacks against Joey Bosa. He's also saying they can't move the ball. I agree with all of that because the past couple of games, the Chiefs have only scored 20 points. We've been scoring 30, 31, 37 points every game. I just think, once again, no disrespect to the Chiefs or who we're playing. I think the Eagles win this game handedly, and it's just how they're built. They get ahead, and then the pass rush settles in, and the Chiefs are sus. Without the refs getting involved and all this stuff getting involved and the media getting on us and them digging up stories from 2019 and the ghost of Andy Reid coming after us and all these things. This is a Nick Sirianni revenge game. He was fired by Andy Reid. So, yeah, do I get a Kelce or a Graham jersey? I think you got to go Kelce because it's the Kelce versus Kelce Super Bowl. I think you got to look for the Graham jersey from Super Bowl 52. Unfortunately, right now, all they have is the gray fashion jerseys, and they have one black Jalen Hurts jersey with green letters. So they don't actually have the Eagles colors Super Bowl jerseys out yet, unless you're ordering it from like Alibaba or some shit. They haven't released the Eagles Super Bowl jerseys yet. They only have these random fashion jerseys, they're calling them, which are, if you're into fashion and weird colorways, we'll call them colorway sneakers. Yeah, China has it, for sure. We saw someone with a Devontae Smith jersey, but the Smith nameplate was upside down. If you have any pointers and I can get there, I think I can get there. The problem is getting home in time for the parade. So you could fly from Philly to Orlando, and then from Orlando to Phoenix for $286. Yeah, Reed is, people were calling him on the radio like sluggish, lethargic, what have you. He always looks tired to me. He does get up like painfully early. He's the first guy in the building, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He's driving there. Nick has the energy. He's way more of a Philly guy. Greyhound back. Yeah, the flights back are terrible. It's like multiple stops on a Monday. Have to get back. Getting there, I'll take a 20-stop flight. Getting home, I want nonstop. It's risky. Tom Brady retired this week. Our boy D'Amico Ryans gets a big job as well, so shout out to them. Go right to Vegas. Let's go, Joanne. I could go from Vegas home. I'm telling you right now, fly from Atlantic City or Philly to Orlando, and then fly. Hopper's great. Hopper's great, and Google Flights is great. I'm telling you, if y'all want to go Philly or Atlantic City to Orlando, and then from Orlando to Arizona, it is dirt cheap. You can get there for $300 tops. Have connections with hotels. The problem is tickets. The tickets are $6,000, but there's all kinds of watch parties. Crazy. I'll fly home from Vegas. I'm not going to Vegas and then go to Arizona, then back to Vegas to go home. I'll go from Vegas home. If I go to Vegas right now, I'm not leaving Vegas. I'll just end up watching the game there. Put it that way. I got way too many friends in Vegas. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Let's go, officer. Yeah, so none of the jerseys are out yet. Let me know what gear you guys bought. I didn't buy any gear yet. I usually always buy the conference gear, all that stuff. Not doing it. Not doing it until after this game. I want the real stuff. Capstick. What does that mean? Anywho. Son. Great. So I don't know if you guys saw the video surfaced of Jonathan Gannon saying, oh, I love that. Of Jonathan Gannon saying they're going to gut the 49ers, but that's great. I know in his first press conference here, Jonathan Gannon said his wife was thrilled that they were moving to a northeast city, and that was one of the big reasons why they wanted to come here. And why would he go somewhere else and coach a team, a bad franchise that has constant turnover? When, to be honest with you, although you're not the head coach, Jeffrey Lurie will pay you whatever the heck you want, especially if you keep having the year like you did this year. So, yeah, it's a straw in the CILT. Maybe CILT will send me. If anybody wants to send me to the bowl, you'll get free exposure, free promotion on our page for an entire year. How about that? You know any people that, for an individual, it's expensive. For a business, it's a write-off. Send me, boy. Free exposure on the page for a year. At least a minimum of once a week for 52 weeks. It's 50-some posts. Super Bowl jerseys sold out. What are they on there now? Did we really miss that? My Eagles Pro Shop. We really missed that. I've been checking it every single day. You mean the custom ones where you could pick the players? Oh, yeah. They haven't really released them yet. They had custom ones where you could pick the player, but they have the gray ones and they have a black Jalen Hurts out right now. Store.PhiladelphiaEagles.com. You can use promo code EAGSTM and get 15% off. What up, Jonathan? Yeah, man. That's why I didn't even really plan anything for the show. You guys are killing it right now, Steve. Steve Staggs says the Giants player basically said that anybody could coach the Eagles and do well. Not feeling the gray jerseys. Yeah, I'm not feeling them. There is a black Jalen Hurts. So the Giants player said basically any coach could take this Eagles team to the Super Bowl. I will post this black one in the comments. There you go. That is a real legit. It's no China Alibaba. This is a Sea Isle iced tea. That's what it is. This is I'm gonna lose all my viewers now because they're gonna click the link for the jersey. And you can get 15% off. EAGSTM. There you go. First, it was any QB can play in the system. Yeah, any QB can play in the system. Any coach could coach the Eagles. Anybody can do anything. Eagles are 9-1 against teams this year with a winning record. They didn't play anybody. They played an overachieving Giants team. They played a team without a quarterback. Keep telling me. So they beat Pat Mahomes. What are they going to say? Oh, he had a high ankle sprain. He has no playmakers. He has no receivers. That's what happens when you pay a quarterback $50 million. And that's why we need to win the Super Bowl this year. Okay? You're going to pay Jalen Hurts $50 million. The roster's not going to be this good. Could we get back? Sure, we could get back. But you're not going to be this built like we're built right now. We've done it now in the past 5 years twice. We've had quarterbacks on rookie deals, and we've had young players and a mix of stopgap free agents covering up any need we've needed from top to bottom on the roster, every single hole filled going into training camp. Howie's done it now twice in 5 years, and in the middle got in cap trouble one time. And got rid of a $168 million contract from Carson Wentz and got first-round picks for it. Which, by the way, next year, we have 2 firsts. Turkey cheesesteak. Now, these guys are dope. And they're right down the street from us. Turkey cheesesteak, lady. There you go. Oh, he's a genius. Yeah. He'll do it again. He'll figure it out. He'll backload it. They'll do what they need to do to keep this team together, but that's not the point. The NFC is winnable NFC. There's all these reasons why people say, hey, don't be that mad if we don't win this. No. Eagles are a far better team. It would be a major upset. It would be a major letdown to lose this game. People tell me, don't worry about it. We're going to be good. We're going to be good for years to come. Nothing's guaranteed. You have to win this game right now. Right now. And hey, Super Bowls, we've been going to NFC games, stuff like that. Our brother's having his 3rd kid. I'm having a kid. I'm getting older. Blah, 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 blah. I want to go to a parade. I want to celebrate. I want to party. I want to be on Broad Street. I'm not going to be able to do that shit 10 years from now. I'm not. The time is freaking now. It's right now. Life, bro, gets in the way. We're all stopping everything. We got less than, a week from Sunday. A week and 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 11 days. We got a game. I don't need to watch the pregame either. I'm going to say, they're going to show Andy Reid. He got hired. They drafted Donovan McNabb. He got booed. Yeah, I went to the last parade. Thank you. Congrats on the kids. Nick. His name is Nick. It's going to be Nick. I don't need to watch the pregame at all. I don't need to watch the crappy performers. I don't need to watch them talk about, Andy Reid, he coached in Philadelphia for so long, and then it went down, and then he went to the Chiefs, and then he fired Nick Sirianni, and then you have the 2 quarterbacks. It's monumental. It's great. I already know everything that they're going to talk about. I'll see you all at kickoff, whether I'm with my fam right here. That's awesome. Your firstborn's name is Nick. We love the name Nicholas. His middle name's Christopher. We're not going to name him like Northwest or something. Real names. Real, bring him back real names. Last parade was super epic. Yeah. To be honest with you, when I went to the parade, I recorded it, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but when I went to the parade, I recorded it, and the TV coverage was amazing. Not to sound like an old fart, but where we were standing, we didn't know where what the parade route was. What was that? We had a horrible vantage point. We were in the crowd with a bunch of people and partying, but as far as parade, I saw nothing. At least now, hopefully they use the same route, and I know where to go, and I could get up at the crack of dawn and stake out at the art museum and get a good spot. But, our spot was horrible. We had a huge standing on top of something. We were standing. We had a great spot, but the parade barely went past us. So we weren't congested. We had our coolers. We had our things. Now, Biden. Is Biden doing the coin toss? Now, if we do the coin toss, do you receive and jump on them early, or do you do the analytics that say you have to defer? Because I know the analytics say you have to defer, but those analytics are across 32 teams across X amount of years. That's not the 2022-23 Philadelphia Eagles, where when they get up one or two scores on a team, it's over. Yeah, we had Gatorade. We had the big Gatorades, and then we were dumping it down the sewer. We had the big Gatorade bottles, and we were dumping it down the sewer. If you're a female, I don't know how you manage at the parade. I don't know how you manage. And people don't even know what I'm talking about. If they're just gonna listen to the audio, not see the video. But you know, you might be able to hint what I'm talking about. If you're standing in a crowd of people for hours and hours and hours, what you would use a Gatorade bottle to do. That's what we were doing. First, I had the Gatorade. I put the 99 bananas in it. David! Take the ball first. They do make the pee funnels for the girls. I forgot about the girl pee funnels. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be mad if the Eagles won the toss, even if it blew up in their face. If they won the toss and took the ball, or if they lost the toss and got the ball, I wouldn't be mad at the Eagles if it blew up in their face and they went 3-and-out. I really wouldn't. This team, when it gets ahead, 7 points, 10 points, the game is over. It is over. It is over. Lucky for males. What do we do for females? There were a lot of females at the last parade. What did you guys do? You're asking the wrong dude. You're asking the wrong dude. Take the ball. Give it to Smitty. That's my guy. Now, did any of you guys see the fan heckling Joey Bosa? Not Nick Bosa. It was his brother coming to watch the game. He said, "What time is your game this week?" Because they got bounced out. He's one Reddick away from people telling Eagles fans they didn't beat anybody this year. But I'll take it. Yeah, so did any of you guys see there was a fan, Joey Bosa was going in the suite entrance, and there was a fan telling Joey Bosa that he got fined for doing some crap, and Joey Bosa said, "I can afford it, you're broke, blah, blah, blah." Joey Bosa's a chump. Well, the guy that was chirping is actually from Ocean City. I won't say who he is, but he's from Ocean City. And I had no idea. I had no idea. He's mad. Nick is better. I'm going to give you guys... This is a big day for links. Here's your pee funnel. You can already plan for the parade now. I don't fish at all. I'm ugly as hell. I do have him a champ on in a 10 because we're about to be the champs this year, bro. There's your piss funnel. The champ. Where's the champ? Piss funnel. That is gnarly. I don't know what happened to Dune. That is a 1970 something We do live by Ocean City. Yeah, we live right on the beach. The top thing behind me is a Darth Vader helmet. Yes, it is. It is vintage. It's very old. And then on the shelf above me is some sealed Pokemon, which on Friday nights I do trading card sales on Drip Shop. Dripshop.live. I sell cards and collectibles and toys and stuff like that on there. And I got a big Nintendo 64 fandom going. So, big stuff. The Mickey TV is what do they call it? Mickey TV is it's for like vintage games because it's got the like 3-prong. A CRT. Couldn't think of it. It was escaping me. It's an old TV to play the old gaming systems look better on them, unless you get a converter to plug it into a flat screen. I hope we can get to Mahomes. I haven't watched their game. How's their O-line? I am very upset. I didn't get to watch the AFC Championship game. We watched it by the time we got out of the stadium, it was already started. We watched it in the parking lot for about 5 minutes. I drove home and I listened to Eagles post-game talk. And when I got home, by the time I got home, the game was almost over. I didn't get to watch any of it. Their O-line is sus. Their O-line is not as good as our D-line. Basically, both of our lines are better than theirs on both sides of the ball. So, domination there, as always. I think if we can knock them around early, we'll be good. Phone on the chain is brilliant, especially for the parade. Oh, this isn't a phone. This is for trading cards. But you can get one of those waterproof pouches. Damn, you could have sold it to me, bro. You can get a waterproof pouch for your phone. This is the day of the purchase of. I need to be an Amazon affiliate, yo. I need to make my tailgate stuff where you can buy Traeger grills and I link and I get paid and I'm like an influencer. There we go. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you look at any influencers and they're linking you to a website to buy stuff, they're getting paid. Mahomes has Mahomes magic. Yeah, he does. That's the only thing keeping the Eagles from the Super Bowl. Mahomes being Mahomes. Which, there's nothing you can freaking do about that. It really is. What you can control is you can be up, you can be ready, you could not party the night before. You could dominate in the trenches like we've done all season long. I do have it, but I'd be sitting by myself. The problem is I don't have a second person to that has 5K to come with me. I can get there. I don't have anybody to go with. Very sad. Yeah, there's don't mean to flex on them, but there's just that's a 1980 complete Star Wars set behind me. There's this. There's don't mean to flex, but there's painting. That painting is crazy behind me. Yeah. I have, out of 286 North American Nintendo 64 titles, I probably have close to 200 of them. like 2/3 of the way there. Hell yeah. I don't really buy sealed though. Sealed is good if you can find sealed. So it's a Mickey TV. It's a Mickey TV. We be flexing. No, that's what I do, man. As another side hustle, I trade cards and collectibles. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. But I can definitely get to the game. Time is now for the Eagles to win big. Let me get some score predictions in the chat. Like I said, if anybody's going or has an extra ticket or has a travel group or anything like that, let me know. Let me know. Supposedly Mahomes' injury, he's been sitting on that now for 2 weeks or so, and it's a 6-week injury. So even the extra week's not going to help him. Defense. Protect Hurts all day. He hasn't been touched all season. 34-17, 27-20 Eagles, 28-14 Allbirds. You guys are not scared of this game, I can tell you that. Yeah, they beat us last year. We almost beat them, and our team wasn't even that good. I mean, we were home last year, but we had a 96-yard completion to Quez Watkins, and no points came out of that drive. So the Eagles move the ball like the Eagles move the ball, and they convert in the red zone like they've been doing. More scared of the Bengals? Oh, for sure. Although I think our secondary can guard their people, they're way more stacked. Higgins and Boyd and Chase, and they're stacked. They don't have an O-line, but they have way more skill players than the Chiefs. The Chiefs lost Hill, tons of injuries. I didn't even know who the Bengals got robbed. Yeah, the Chiefs didn't win that game. The Bengals got robbed. The Eagles earned it. They earned the 1 seed. They were beating the doors off of people. Hardman, I don't know if he's going to be out for the Super Bowl. I know that towards the end of the game, he's throwing to Pacheco and Sky Moore and guys that, nice players, great draft picks, stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'm looking for a sealed red version, blue version, or yellow version for the Game Boy, so I can send away to WADA to get graded. Seattle Iced Teas, I love them. Yeah, who knows if Hardman will even be back. Seattle Iced Teas, I love them right here down the shore. Hopefully the Seattle Iced Tea family. But I don't even think they're going. They should be sending themselves. Forget sending me. Free endorsements for Seattle. There is a huge party going down in Philly. It is at like a wedding type place, but it is DJ Smooth at the Crystal Tea Room, 100 East Penn Square in Philadelphia. It is a wedding, huge banquet hall, but it will have all your food and drinks there. Fire Red. Fire Red's a little too new school for me. I'm old school. So, yeah, there's a huge party pop-up sponsored by the Winston Bar. DJ Smooth, DJ Sat 1, DJ 9, who's on tour with Paulie D. All Philly DJs. Center City, right next to City Hall. So if the Eagles win, you could go right out into the chaos. That's a big one. And then we went to Arizona in October with Philly Sports Trips. They're going to be at McFadden's by the stadium. And I would easily travel with them. Their travel is sold out. If you can get your own flight, their hotel and game tickets are still available. But originally, we weren't trying to go. I saw most of their wide receiver core will be back for the Super Bowl. Probably not 100, but they'll be back. Yeah, they're banged up. The Eagles bye week. They got everyone back at the end of the season. The Chauncey Gardner-Johnsons of the world and Maddox. This week off will do them good. The bye week did them well. For the first round of the playoffs, everyone thought, they're going to be rusty. They weren't rusty at all. They didn't play at all in the preseason, and they came out and dropped 30-something points week 1. The rest hasn't bothered the Eagles yet. Will the week off and the pressure and the media day and all that get on a team that I don't think so. I think they have enough guys in the locker room that have been there before that can get them through the process. They gotta be ready to roll. The thing I love about Arizona is it's so spread out. If you want to go from Tempe to Scottsdale to Glendale, where the actual stadium is, hey, the night before the game, get these guys in their hotel. Jalen's shoulder's jacked. Everyone said he looked a lot worse on TV than he did in person in the NFC Championship. He overthrew a couple balls. The ball to Smitty, although he had to sprawl out and it wasn't actually a catch. He had to sprawl out, and he can still sling the rock. I definitely think he's hurt. I think his management group is doing a great job. It's an all-female-led management group. That's going to be one of the storylines. And they're going to get that boy paid this offseason. They're going to get him paid that offseason. He was off on some throws. That's how it looked on TV. I thought they didn't really have a rhythm. Thought they got ahead. They were risky with the 4th down sneak on their own 30. They were risky with throwing the ball on 4th down. They got away with both of those. The 49ers got to a point where they couldn't move the ball and score points. We were just running the ball. I don't think the offense was in the passing rhythm. We have some of the best weapons on the planet. I fully expect this Eagles team to be throwing it and chucking it all over the place this week. His throws were high. Yeah. I think if he was hurt, maybe he wouldn't have the power. He has the power. He might not have the touch and the accuracy. That would hurt you. A mistake in the game would definitely hurt you. But I think he'll be all right. Trying to overcompensate. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was fine in the Giants game. And I think any way we choose to play this, whether it's running the rock, imposing our will, getting the line to be dominant, run pass option, getting him into the flow of the game I didn't like the fact that at the end of the game, they ran Jalen Hurts on keepers that he's hurt. I thought that was stupid, but now that you're in the Super Bowl and you got one game left, I'm cool with them letting him get that first hit early, run him, let him get into the flow of the game, take that first hit, make sure he gets up all right, shoot him up. One game, baby. I was worried about it heading into the playoffs. Are they going to be rusty? Is he going to be rusty? I'm not worried about it for the Super Bowl. These guys will be ready to go. Although Chris Maragos and Nick Foles are supposedly suing, all these articles are coming out this week, but Chris Maragos is suing the Eagles. Nick Foles is testifying. The Eagles medical staff, knock on wood, this year, and the health of the team has been great. In years past, it's been horrendous. I think the way they've been playing it has been great, and they got a good flow, and that's a tribute to the coaching staff. So shame on. I think Brian Dable did more with less this year. Nick Sirianni had a great team, but Nick Sirianni had a great year. So for him to not be in the conversation for Coach of the Year is a travesty. The Kelly staff, they were all into science, and it just didn't work. I don't understand it. Yeah, he's suing the former staff. Yeah, I figured that was implied because he hasn't been on the team in 5 years. My bad. No, their health has been great. They've been erring on the side of caution, not bringing guys back too quickly. I think they gave Dallas Goedert an extra week off. I think they gave Jalen Hurts an extra week off. I think he could have went against the Saints. I think Maddox came back at the right time. I think they've been playing this right. The old staff, guys, dude. Them boys are gone. It's big time. So that's it. So Doom was watching Invincible. That's why he missed it. And tomorrow night, make an account on Drip Shop. I'll be live again with the cards and the collecties. You know what I'm saying? We'll be on before the Super Bowl. No chance of stopping our team if we could throw it. A.J. Brown's been pretty much, whether they're doubling him and going to other guys, A.J. Brown has been a non-factor. Send stars. Our page got demonetized in 2017-18 for sharing some Detroit Lions highlights or something. And we're lucky we still have a page with this many followers because it got demonetized a while ago. So the only way we make money is helping people sell their tickets, and they send us donations and our merch. Pretty much it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to get a better Dropbox, too, to get submissions for people to be able to send in more content, too. Make a new page. Oh, gosh. No, I don't want to start from scratch. We just hit 70,000 this week, so shout out to that. And our Instagram's over 7,000 now. My goal for the IG, which is newer, was to get to 10,000 this year. We're going to probably get over 8 by the time the Super Bowl's all said and done with. And then we'll have a whole rollout for parade day and opening day, hopefully, and we'll get to that number before next season. But I didn't hit it this year, but 70,000 on the Facebook, and it's all good. We'll be back on before the Super Bowl. No game this week, obviously. Next Thursday is still before the Super Bowl, so we'll have more on that, and we'll have another week to recap the NFC, what we saw. Went to FDR. Took a shot with our guy. There was no Wi-Fi. I didn't save the tickets. We'll talk about all that next week. I didn't have tickets. I almost got trampled. The whole stadium was on the 49ers side of the stadium, heckling them as they warmed up. Thanks to that, yeah, we parked over in FDR Park. Went in. An entrance we usually never go in, and everybody was in that side of the stadium because that's where the Niners were warming up. It was the front entrance, and it's also one of the main escalators to get upstairs. So all 70,000 people, it felt like were in the front bowl of that stadium, and people were squished. They were trampled. They couldn't move. Me and my brother got lost, and man, it was wild. It was really wild. Signing off here. We'll see you before the Super Bowl. Thanks all. See you tomorrow, too.